Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thirdman. I always take this opportunity to say thank you for watching it. Today, I'm joined by my main nephew, Gags Madziva. What's up, brother?
How are you, Mr. Jawi? Thank you
You
for
all right?
having me. It's a pleasure to be on this podcast.
Yeah, it's nice. Just having fun. Before I say anything, we
Yes.
are doing this interview on the 1st of October, but of August, hey. But 2 August is your birthday, so I have to say baby birthday.
Thank
In
you,
advance.
thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm getting older.
I know you're still young, but then obviously we celebrate life. A new birthday. I mean, what does it mean to you turning 34 now?
Yeah, for me, considering what's happening around the world now, I always have to give thanks to the Almighty God for keeping me safe all these years, and yeah, it's all the glory belongs to God. Yeah.
I know you had a surgery recently. Can you tell me more about that? Is that been happen? Is that happened successfully, or you still recovering? What's the story regarding the injury?
It happened. I got the injury when I was in England, in the UK last year. Um, and then, yeah, of course, I did my surgery here in Zim, and it was successful. And right now, I'm on my road. I'm on my comeback road right now. Yeah, I've been doing my road runs, physio, and it's looking good. It's looking good.
Which club were you playing for when you got injured in England?
I was playing for Triton,
Okay.
South Yorkshire.
Yes, because people have been asking, where is Neville Madziva? So I've got you now. Where are you? They want to know, where is that top player?
Yes, yes, of course. I've just because I haven't played this season, like domestic setup. I know why people were asking. So Neville has been around. Neville was injured. He had the surgery. He was recovering. That's the reason why you didn't see me this past season. Domestic setup. But Neville is around.
Yes, obviously people ask about you because you have produced some amazing moments in cricket for Zimbabwe. I always don't know, personally, I don't know which one is my favorite. Between hitting 18 runs of the last over to win a T20 game or defending 8 runs against MS Dhoni. Let's start with that one. Which one would you pick at any given time?
Uh, that's a tricky one. If I'm to be honest, that's a tricky one. But for me, winning is winning.
Mm.
Uh, I'm still. Many people have asked me that question. If I'm to be honest, uh, but if I'm to go for one, I'd pick the one against India at Royal Sports Club because it was a home game. Fans home. We had our home fans, so I would pick that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that game, I remember I was still like a junior reporter at the Sunday Mail, and you saw cricket is a slow game. Usually you start writing the game. As the game progresses, you are writing the story. I had to change
Mm.
everything after that moment. It was a dramatic finish. I had to start over again and find a way that sort of fully describes the emotion. But
Yeah.
defending 8 runs against an accomplished finisher like Dhoni, what was going through your mind? Because it was only like 2 shots away, game over.
Yes. And I remember the penultimate over. Dhoni bowled that penultimate over.
Mm,
And before Dhoni bowled it, I said, Dhoni, just make sure you give me something to defend in the
mm.
last over. And yeah, he did well. And then he got hit for last two balls of his penultimate over. He went for 4 and 6, so he changed everything to 8 runs. But you know, for me, I would say I was born for such moments because those moments they you know make me, I was really hungry for that moment. So when I got the ball, I remember the first ball, I was like, thank you, Lord. Yeah, I know it's 8 runs, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this game. So every ball, if you played back the video, I was always talking, sort of like talking to myself. I wasn't talking to myself. I was making a prayer every ball. And because I practiced so much depth bowling, I just said I'll do what I've been doing. If it goes well, yeah, it goes well. If it doesn't, yeah, I'm just gonna give it my all in this last over. So yeah.
What sort of feedback did you get maybe from your changing room? And also if you had any chance to speak to the Indian guys about that sort of moment, did that anything something like that happen in terms of feedback from both changing rooms?
Sorry, can you come again? I didn't hear that.
After that moment, after that victory and how you did you get feedback maybe from the Indian side or from the Zimbabwean side, which is probably an obvious thing? What sort of feedback was that from either side?
It was all positive feedback, and some of my fellows, Zimbo fellows, like, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you thrive in such moments like that? Those were the questions, and some were saying, now we have a proper finisher for our country with the both. We did it both with the bat and now with the ball. So yeah, and then with the Indian side, in cricket you always learn. That's one thing that I realized. It might not be in cricket, but in any other sport, every game you play, whether you do well, there are always moments that at this next game I need to improve on this. Even when you have done well, you can actually tell yourself that yeah, I've done well, but I'm sure if I polish up on this area, I would become a complete cricketer. So yeah, I spoke with MS for a bit. And he congratulated me and he was like, I never expected that you would do such a thing. And those were words of encouragement that I got from him, and it was a major booster for me.
And then the Bangladesh one, which was voted one of the best ever T20 moments, I think, for that decade, because 18 runs in any format, it's just a lot of runs in and over.
Yeah.
But then, and you're betting also. So what sort of approach and the mindset and what's going on to your mind? Like 6 balls, spinner. Take me through to that moment and help us.
All right, I always tell people that I remember I had the partnership with Marco Moala. He was timing the ball so well. So previous over, Mustafi's bowled the over. We spoke about it, I think, 3 overs prior to the last over, saying that they are going to use all of their bowlers and they're going to give 1 over to a spinner. So whatever we're going to do, Mustafi is their best bowler right now. So all we need to do is to make sure that we just get singles off his bowling. But at that time, trust me, I couldn't see even one of his slower deliveries and all that. But Malcolm, every ball, he kept on coming back to me. I remember I played and missed 5 balls in the penultimate over that Mustafi's bowled. And then I was just down. I remember he got me out, and then it was a no ball, and then it was a free hit. Trust me, when I went back, even if it was said it was a free hit, I didn't have any confidence. I didn't know what to do with him. I tried all sorts of movements, but he was just hard to pick. And then the last over, we knew a spinner was coming, and we were prepared for that. And I remember Malcolm faced the first ball, and he got out, and then we needed 18 of the last 5 balls. And yeah, all I can say, it's all God's work. If I'm to be honest, because if I look back at those moments, I can see the hand of God in all those moments. So yes, of course, I did put in the hard work, and God did everything. So I'm happy. I'm grateful, and I'll forever be grateful for such moments like that. Yeah.
So obviously, people would ask, like, as a player, I feel like you're still young and you've got something to offer for Zimbabwe. Is that part of the plans coming into the next season after fully recovering from an injury? Like, do well and hopefully maybe selectors can consider you.
If I'm to be honest, for me, I control the controllables, which is my cricket, which is my fitness. I've been out for the game for long, so my fitness is down, like really, really down. So I'm working on my fitness. I'm working on my skill set. So that's all I can do. When it comes to selection, that's now those are uncontrollables for me. I cannot control that. But what I can control is my game and my preparation and my performances. So yeah, for now I don't want to say much about the next coming season and what, but yeah, but I'm doing my hard yards for now. We'll see how it goes, whether I'll continue playing or not. So it's yeah.
Tell me about working with Dizzy, Jason Gillespie, when he was coaching the Rhinos. I've heard like guys like Mujangi, he said he benefited a lot. He became a different player when you worked. What's your take on that personally, working with Dizzy?
Working with Dizzy, well, I learned so much. Because he introduced me to first class cricket. He took me from, there was B-side cricket, and he was the first coach to notice me that I'm ready to play first class cricket. And he believed in us, me and Richie, and he saw like serious future in us. So he started molding us, and the way he was coaching, I learned a lot. That's the reason why sometimes during season, when I go back to the hotel, I don't watch cricket. He's saying you all your life you practice from Monday to Friday, it's cricket, and then Saturday, Sunday you play cricket. So when it's off days, just go there, refresh your mind. Don't watch cricket. Go watch soccer. Go do whatever, something different, which really helped my mindset as well. Because the more you keep your mind on cricket, it I believe it messes you up a bit in your head and things like that. So I learned so much skill set, work clothes. I'm forever, in debt to Dizzy for what he has done for me, taking me from, nowhere to first class cricket and teaching me how it's being done. So he was a good coach, to be honest. That's why when you went to Yorkshire, he was very successful everywhere. He's coaching, he's successful. It's because of the methods of coaching that he's using. So yeah.
Before Dizzy, obviously there are other people. Who are some of the people like who've been with you from the journey? How did this all start to become the Neville Madziva we're talking now?
From the journey, I had Innocent Chando from primary. I had Obed Msiamanje who coached me. And then from primary, that's when I went to high school. I had Joaquin who also coached me, Bright Benura, and then there was Adam Chief as well. Because there was a moment I actually left cricket completely when I was in high school. And then Skies had to come take me from playing soccer, because I really like playing soccer. It's like, no, you need to come back to the game. And I was a bit chubby then. Started working on my fitness, I remember, and he turned me from where I was to, So all these guys, these are the guys who did a whole lot of work behind the scenes. And yeah, I'm grateful to have such people in my life, because if they didn't come in my life, I don't think I would have able to have done what I did for my country at the highest level. So yeah, those are the coaches who coached me all that time. And yeah, also on my batting later on in first class, Grand Flower, I remember he saw potential in me, but I didn't see that much after Dizzy left. So he kept throwing balls for me in the nets. Any free time, I'm like, Nev, let's go. I want you to go have a hit. So yeah.
I always call you guys Kadoma kids because there's so much. Kadoma is one of those towns where cricket talent has been produced from way back. Edward Ransford Mandija, one of the fastest bowlers from Zimbabwe. Gupo, obviously your generation, Kaumumba Tari, Mavuta Rango, and many others, Mayawo. Where is that talent? Why Kadoma? What's happening in Kadoma? Or what has been happening in Kadoma? That cricket talent has always been produced over the years, from your own understanding.
From my own understanding, it's the coaching that happens there. And of course, I would say probably Kadoma is lucky to have such players, because there are many more youngsters who are talented from Kadoma as we speak right now. And the future from Kadoma is very, very bright. But if I'm to compliment on something that's being done there without many people noticing, is because the coaches that are there, they're doing the work. They're doing the work, and also the kids there, they love the sport that much. Probably it's because of our legends, AD, who started with it, came down to Solomon Mire, Friday
Yeah.
Casteni, Richard Mjange. It also came down to me as well. So all those kids, they're like, there's a future in this game, and they're willing to, exceed what we have done so far as the Kadoma, I would say Kadoma legends. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
so trust me, so much happens. Rumuka Cricket Club, Kadoma Cricket Club, people, they practice so much. If you go to Kadoma Sports Club at any given day, you see youngsters practicing, not just practicing for fun, but having a proper session as if they're playing a game tomorrow. So
Yeah.
those are the kind of setup. That's there in Kadoma. That trust me, Kadoma will keep producing more and more world-class players.
I know you, away from cricket, you're also involved in some, I remember that you used to do some charity work, just helping the less privileged. Obviously, you wanted that to be private, but I couldn't contain it because it's probably something people should know and also feel inspired to know. What made you do that? Like, just go and help people you don't even know.
You know what? If I'm looking back, there was one time when I was like, you know, thinking, just reminiscing on life and things like that. And I started realizing that, whenever I used to get money from my dad's friends, let's say I've gone out with my dad and my dad's friend would give me like, let's say back then it was still $, but for now, I'd say maybe 10 years. If they would give me that 10 years, right, to spend on myself. So what I would do sometimes, I would spend maybe half and then take the half. If I see anyone that, this person, I feel like this person needs something. As young as I was doing it. And then I'll just give them the money and say, just go find something to eat and things like that. So I didn't know, but I realized that, this thing of giving, this has been in me it's not something that I started doing now. I did it that time when I posted it, but now I've been doing it more often and I'm no longer posting it. Why? Because people now, they think, if you do that and post, you're actually trying to get likes and things like that.
Yeah, we
But
know the
trust
social
me,
media thing. Yeah.
yeah, social media thing. But trust me, I've been doing that and I've been taking pictures. I'll just buy groceries and then pack them into and then drive down even around Harare town and then look for anyone that I feel like this person needs these groceries. And then, so
Wow.
I'll do that. I would go around with, because in town, there's a lot of police, and I would go there. There's a cab driver that I use if I want to if I want to do my rounds in town. He will tell you that Neville has been doing that. So he would come and pick me up. We go and buy groceries, and then at the store they would pack them like into tins, and then go look for 10 families to bless, with those groceries. So yeah, it's not something that I would say I saw someone doing it, but it's something that has just been in me. So even up to now, I can actually give someone money, yet I do not have anything on me. I'll give it with between me and my life. I would have $10. You come to me and say, Never, can I have $10? I'll give you $10, but I'll be left with nothing. So it's not something that I copied from someone, but it's something that has been in me, and I'm still doing it. So it
Yeah.
hasn't stopped.
Nice. So to conclude, now I see Aaron Finch's jersey behind there. Is he one of your mates? So that was just a jersey swap.
Jersey swap. Who doesn't want to have a jersey swap? It wasn't a jersey swap, actually. It was like, I need your jersey. Aaron is like, cool, Nev. Who doesn't want to have a jersey of Aaron Finch in his house? He's an Australian winning captain. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, legend player. So now to conclude, like I always want to take this opportunity to help also youngsters, not only from
Mm.
Kadoma in your case, but across Zimbabwe and in the world. Like You have been in some amazing moments that we always look back and smile, like the wins we talked about. But you've also played international cricket, international sport. And there's a little boy or some guy probably who also has got such dreams, but not sure if it's going to happen and, all sorts of things. What sort of advice would you share to someone like
that? Prayer is the main thing. You need to be prayerful. You need to work hard. Sky is not the limit. Sky is not the limit. That's one thing that I can tell people. Yes, of course, people say sky is the limit, but sky is not the limit. God is the limit. So I'm someone who truly believes in hard work and doing the right things. And, whenever these youngsters get an opportunity to play a game, just give it a all, because you don't know who's watching. That's what happened with me, from being taken out from high school cricket to franchise cricket. I just played that game wholeheartedly, and I gave my all, and I didn't know there was a scout actually watching that game. So for me, that's the advice I would give to anyone who's trying to make it in sport, in cricket. Just work hard, keep your stay humble, work hard, stay humble, pray, and do not give up easily. This life is full of challenges. You might do well and expect to be paid. Keep having that strong heart and waiting for your time. Everyone has the time, and that's one thing that I'd say to
Nice.
anyone.
Thanks for that. I hope I'll be doing another interview with you when you make your international comeback and produce another Neville Madziva. Fantastic moment.
Definitely. I can't wait to have another one with you, Mr. Jari.
Yeah. So, man. So enjoy your birthday and thanks for coming through. I really appreciate
it. I'm going to enjoy my birthday. It's starting tonight, actually. So
nice one.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.